Every evening, the family gathered around the dinner table, but instead of laughter, their home was filled with arguments. The father complained about bills. The mother sighed about work. The children bickered over who got more food. What should have been a time of peace turned into a battlefield of words. The shouting became routine. Plates clattered, voices rose, and each night ended with silence, resentment, and heavy hearts. The table, meant to unite them, had become a place of division. But one evening, in the midst of the noise, the youngest daughter quietly bowed her head and whispered a prayer. She did not raise her voice, nor did she demand attention. She simply closed her eyes and asked God for peace. At first, no one noticed. The arguments continued, but then her brother looked at her, curious. He too grew quiet. Slowly, one by one, the family members realized what she was doing. The mother stopped mid-sentence. The father put down his fork, and in that brief silence, the little girl's calm presence softened the storm. She raised her head and smiled gently. "Can we eat without fighting tonight?" she asked. Her words were simple, but they carried a weight far greater than any complaint. The family exchanged glances. There was still tension in the air, but something had shifted. That night they ate in peace. It was awkward at first, but silence felt better than shouting. The next evening, as the father opened his mouth to complain about bills, the daughter quietly folded her hands again. This time the mother joined her. The father sighed, lowered his head, and for the first time in years, he offered a short prayer of thanks before eating. Days turned into weeks. The family began to pray together before meals. Arguments still tried to rise, but the peace at the table grew stronger. Slowly, conversations replaced complaints. Laughter returned. The dinner table became a place of healing, where love and patience were served alongside the food. It all began with one small choice. A daughter who chose peace instead of anger. A simple prayer that silenced chaos. And so the family learned that peace does not always come from grand gestures or perfect circumstances. Sometimes, peace begins with one heart that refuses to fight. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Matthew 5:9. And from that day forward, their dinner table was no longer a battlefield, but a place of blessing. If this story moved you, subscribe now for more powerful family lessons rooted in the words of Jesus. Let forgiveness lead your home into peace and love.